Hi, in this video we will be doing example sums for valuation of goodwill under the super profits method. Let's go to the first example. Example 1. A partnership firm earned net profits during the last 3 years ended 31st March as follows. 2017 rupees 17,000, 2018 rupees 20,000 and 2019 rupees 23,000. The capital investment in the firm throughout the above mentioned period has been rupees 80,000. Having regard to the risk involved, 15% is considered to be a fair return on the capital. Calculate the value of goodwill of the firm on the basis of 2 years purchase of average super profits earned during the above mentioned 3 years. So we need to calculate the value of goodwill using the super profit method. So we'll go ahead with the solution. We'll write the formulae down for goodwill under the super profit method. Goodwill is equal to super profit into number of years purchase. Here super profit is equal to the average profits minus normal profits. The normal profits is equal to the capital employed multiplied by normal rate of return divided by 100. The NRR or the normal rate of return is given as, if you see here, having regard to the risk involved, 15% is considered to be a fair return on the capital. So they expect a normal return of 15%. The capital employed in the firm or the capital invested it is given in the problem. The capital investment in the firm throughout the above mentioned period has been rupees 80,000. So this is a capital employed. So capital employed is rupees 80,000 rupees. Therefore, normal profit is equal to 80,000 capital employed into NRR by 100, which is 15 divided by 100. Which is equal to rupees 12,000 is the normal profit. Average profit, let's find out. The actual profits of the past 3 years, it's given in the problem. For 2017, it's 17,000, 2018, 20,000 rupees and 2019, 23,000 rupees. So the average profit 17,000 plus rupees 20,000 plus rupees 23,000 divided by the number of years taken is 3 to get the simple average. So it's rupees 60,000 divided by 3, which is equal to 20,000 rupees. So the average profits is 20,000 rupees. So we'll apply the formula to get the super profit. Super profit is equal to Average profits being 20,000 rupees minus the normal profit which you calculated is 12,000 rupees. Therefore, super profit is rupees 8,000 and goodwill is equal to super profit 8,000 rupees into the number of years purchase. They've asked us to calculate on the basis of 2 years purchase over here. So we'll multiply it by 2. We'll get rupees 16,000. So the value of goodwill of the firm is rupees 16,000. So we did a basic sum here on valuation of goodwill using the super profits method. To get the super profit, we need to take the average profit minus the normal profit. And we can go ahead and calculate the goodwill by taking the super profit into the number of years purchase. Example 2. Varuna and Karuna are partners for equal shares. They admit Lata into a partnership for 1/4 share. It was agreed to value goodwill of the firm at 4 years purchase of super profit. The normal rate of return is 15% of the capital employed. Average profit of the firm is rupees 3 lakh. Calculate goodwill. The balance sheet of the firm is given as at 31st March 2019. So we are asked to calculate the value of goodwill by means of super profit method. So I'll solve the problem inside over here. Solution. The formula for goodwill is equal to super profits multiplied by number of years purchase. Super profits is equal to average profits minus the normal profit. The average profit, it is given in the question that the average profit of the firm is rupees 3 lakh. So average profit is rupees 3 lakh. The normal rate of return, which is given in the question, is 15%. So NRR is 15%. Now we find that the capital employed is not given. However, we can ascertain the capital employed from the balance sheet of the firm using either the liability side approach or the asset side approach. So I am choosing the liability side approach. You could choose the asset side approach if you want to. Both will give the same answer. So I am calculating capital employed. Through the liability side approach. So under this approach, the capital employed is equal to capitals of partners plus reserves minus existing goodwill minus non-trade investments minus fictitious assets. Here the capitals of the partners is rupees 7,50,000 plus the reserves is rupees 1 lakh minus existing goodwill is rupees 40,000 minus the non-trade investment. The investment given in the balance sheet is rupees 30,000. It is not mentioned here whether it's a trade investment or non-trade investment. However, we've learnt in the theory section that investments are supposed to be considered as non-trade investments unless specified otherwise. So we'll consider it as a non-trade investment and subtract the 30,000. The fictitious asset is in the form of advertisement suspense, so minus 10,000. So the capital employed is rupees 8,50,000 minus 80,000 rupees, which is equal to rupees 7,70,000. So this is a capital employed. We'll go ahead and find the normal profit. The normal profit is rupees 7,70,000 into 15%, which is equal to rupees 1,15,500. Let's go ahead to find the super profit. The super profit is equal to rupees 3 lakh minus 1,15,500. So this is equal to 1,84,500. And goodwill is equal to super profit, which is 1,84,500 into, it's given that it has to be 4 years purchase in the problem. So I multiply by 4 and goodwill is equal to rupees 7,38,000. So we've done a sum under valuing goodwill using the super profit method. But here the capital employed was not given. So we have to use either of the approaches, liability side approach or the asset side approach, and find out the capital employed before going ahead and applying the normal rate of return on it to get the normal profit. And then we can continue as usual. So let's go to the next sum. Example 3. The average net profit of firm of X and Y expected in the future is rupees 54,000 per year. The average capital employed in the business is rupees 3 lakh. The normal profit expected from capital invested in this class of business is 10%. The remuneration of the partners is expected to be 9,000 rupees per annum. Find out the value of goodwill on the basis of 2 years of purchase of super profit. Goodwill is equal to super profit multiplied by number of years purchase. And super profit is equal to average profit minus normal profit. The average profit is equal to, the first sentence says the average net profit of firm of X and Y expected in the future is rupees 54,000 per year. So average profit is equal to rupees 54,000. However, we need to make adjustment for the remuneration of the partners, which is estimated to be rupees 9,000 per annum. So adjusted average profit is equal to rupees 54,000 minus the remuneration of the partners, which is rupees 9,000, and we get rupees 45,000 as the adjusted average profit. Now the capital employed in the sum is given as average capital employed rupees 3 lakh. The NRR is given as 10%. Therefore, the normal profit is equal to the average capital employed, which is 3 lakh, into 10 by 100, which is equal to rupees 30,000. Therefore, super profit, we have ascertained the average profit to be 45,000. So it's rupees 45,000 minus the normal profit 30,000 rupees is equal to rupees 15,000, and therefore goodwill is equal to super profit, which is rupees 15,000, into the number of years purchase. It's given the problem as 2 years purchase, so I will multiply by 2 and I get the goodwill of the firm as rupees 30,000. The sum is relatively simple, but we should remember that the remuneration of the partners is to be deducted from the profits before we arrive at the normal future profits. Example 4. Average profit earned by a firm is rupees 75,000, which includes undervaluation of stock of rupees 5,000 on average basis. The capital invested in the business is rupees 7 lakh and the normal rate of return is 7%. We are asked to calculate the goodwill of the firm on the basis of 5 times the super profit. So let's go ahead with the solution. Goodwill is equal to super profit multiplied by the number of years purchase. the super profit is equal to average profit minus normal profit the average profit is given in the sum. First line, the average profit earned by a firm is rupees 75,000. So the average profit is rupees 75,000. However, it says there is an undervaluation of stock of rupees 5,000 on an average basis. So this is undervaluation of closing stock, and undervaluation of closing stock will go to reduce the profits. So we need to add back this 5,000. So adjusted average profits is equal to 75,000 rupees plus 5,000, which is equal to rupees 80,000 is the adjusted average profit. As per the problem, the capital employed it is given that the capital employed is rupees 7 lakh here. So capital employed is rupees 7 lakh. Normal rate of return NRR is equal to, it's given here at 7%. So NRR is 7%. Therefore, normal profit is equal to capital employed into 7 divided by 100, which is equal to rupees 49,000. Therefore, the super profit is equal to the average profit. We found out that it's 80,000 after adjusting, minus the normal profit 49,000. Therefore, the super profit is rupees 31,000, and goodwill is equal to the super profit, which is 31,000 rupees, multiplied by number of years purchase. It's given 5 times the super profit, so I'll multiply by 5, which is equal to rupees 1,55,000. So the goodwill value of the firm is rupees 1,55,000. So we need to remember to adjust for the undervaluation of stock of 5,000 rupees in this problem. Let's go to the next problem. Final example, example 5. On 1st April 2018, a firm had assets of rupees 3 lakh, including cash of rupees 5,000. The partners' capital accounts were rupees 2 lakh and reserve being the rest. If the normal rate of return is 10% and the goodwill of the firm is valued at rupees 2 lakh at 4 years purchase of super profit, find out the average profit of the firm. Now here, the value of goodwill is given. It's rupees 2 lakh, and it's also said that goodwill was valued at 4 years purchase of super profit. we need to go backwards and find out the average profit of the firm. So let's begin with the solution. Here, goodwill is equal to super profits multiplied by number of years purchase. From the problem we find that the goodwill of the firm is rupees 2 lakh at 4 years purchase of super profit. So equating, we get rupees 2 lakh is equal to super profit, I'll use that as SP, into 4. Therefore, super profit is equal to rupees 2 lakh divided by 4, which is equal to rupees 50,000. The capital employed is equal to, the first sentence says a firm had assets of rupees 3 lakh including cash of rupees 5,000, and the second sentence says the partners' capital accounts were rupees 2 lakh and reserve being the rest. We cannot find out the value of capital employed using the liability side approach because the amount of reserve is not given. So we'll have to use the asset side approach. The details of assets are, the total assets are 3 lakh including cash of 5,000. There are no details of outside liabilities. So as per the asset side approach, the capital employed is equal to rupees 3 lakh. It's given that the normal rate of return is 10%. Therefore, the normal profit is equal to the capital employed of rupees 3 lakh into 10 divided by 100, which is equal to rupees 30,000. Now let's equate the formulae. Super profit should be equal to the average profit minus the normal profit from the previous working. We know that super profit is equal to rupees 50,000 is equal to average profit AP minus the normal profit is given as rupees 30,000. So average profit is equal to 50,000 rupees plus 30,000 rupees, which is equal to rupees 80,000. So the average profit of the firm is rupees 80,000. So here the goodwill of the firm is given and we had to work backwards using the formulae to arrive at the average profit.